Hey crafty friends, it's Rick. I'm back with another video for Pixi Dust Designs. Today we are going to make an Easter card using the Happy Easter 6x6 paper pad, the Easter Friends die set, and the Clouds and Grass Slimline die set. I went ahead and prepped all my pieces. We're going to make a bunny card today. So I've got a top folding A2 card base. I've got a scrap of the pattern paper that was cut with the grass border. And then I've cut a piece of green cardstock and added some ink blending to that at the bottom using that same border die, just one of the other ones. So we're going to add this to our matte layer. So what we're going to do first, and our matte is cut at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'll go ahead and pop that in. We'll go ahead and add our cardstock layer. I'll line that up. Those were both cut at 3 inches. And then this measures 3 inches, a little over 3 inches at the top. And this one's a little bit shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and add my focal panel first. And we're going to center that around the top and the 2 sides. So there's our card base. I'll move that to the side. I've also got my little parts and pieces to our little bunny. And we're going to add a little bit of ink blending to him. So I've cut it out from his body and feet out from cream cardstock. There's our little bunny's feet. I'm going to add a little ink blending to that to add a little bit of shadow. I also have cut out his little tail from white cardstock. So there's those pieces. And we have our little pink part of our feet that we will layer together. And we've got our little basket and his little tail, so that's already been ink blended. So we will build up our little bunny first. So I will move that out of the way. So I've got my parts and pieces for our little basket. Grab my tweezers. I'll go ahead and build up the basket first. It's 4 pieces. So we will add liquid glue behind. I cut one from the solid one from dark brown cardstock and the lighter one from a lighter color craft cardstock. So there would be some contrast already in our design. So we'll add liquid glue. To that. And I do have 2 other versions to show y'all at the end with the little chick. So I will go ahead and layer these pieces up together. Clean up any glue. We've got the top part of our little basket. And these little notches go up. We'll add that to our basket, and we will add our little Easter grass as well. So we're just going to layer those together, slightly overlapping the 2. All right, there's our little basket. We can do our little feet next. So we got the pink feet, which is the solid die of the feet, solid die of the feet. And then this part that has the heart in the set and the little circle ovals in head, it cuts out the little parts and pieces of his little feet. So this, we're gonna layer those up to get our little pink of our little feet in there. without having to do any inlay. So I'll add the second one. And I will go ahead and add a little bit of glue to our bunny. I'm going to add it to the back because he is going to be climbing into the Easter basket. And then we'll add little dots of glue. We will add glue to his feet. And I can add those. Add that little foot over there. And then we've got his little tail. And I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape behind that. Actually, I'll just add it where I want the tail to be. And I can pop on his little tail. I'll flip this over. Now I'm going to add foam tape behind our little basket here. Bring in our card. We'll pop on our little bunny. And climbing in that Easter basket. And then we're going to go ahead and do our sentiment. I've cut it out from just black cardstock. So we'll add this onto our card after adding our little dots of glue. I'm going to add it right here. We've got our Easter. So we'll add dots of glue behind it. Add that on. And I have some little hearts left over from our die cutting. So I'm going to add those. I'm going to add a pink one right there at the top. And our cream one right next to it. And then we've got our other little cream one right here. I'm going to add on. And I've got some carrot shaker bits. I'm going to add a couple of those around as well. Just to add a little bit more interest for our card, we'll add one on this side. We'll add one over here. Then we'll add another one right there. Then we're going to add a couple next to our sentiment as well. So we'll add one on this side. We'll add two over on this side. Okay. And then our final finishing touch, we're going to add some white gel pen highlights to our little bunny. A little bit to our basket. So add little highlights to him. All right, my friends, here is a look at our finished card that we made together today. Here's a look at two versions using the duck that I made as well. If you need any of the products, you'll find them all linked and listed in the video description below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Stay crafty. Love you.